When you first begin on your social media journey, you often try to find people who are sort of on your level. And when we do that, we often fall into the big mistakes that many people make and not many learn from. By the end of this video, you're going to learn the value of educating yourself when it comes to social media, Twitter in particular, and how you can stand out from the crowd right from the get-go. Welcome in everyone, my name is Andy and I appreciate you taking the time to come and watch this video on the channel dedicated to helping you build a successful business through social media, marketing and entrepreneurship. If you'd like to chat with me elsewhere, I do have an Instagram account where I'm pretty active and I talk more about marketing and how to push yourself forward in digestible content. And if you'd like to come and chat with me when I'm online, I stream on Twitch Thursdays and Sundays at the moment, currently offering value when it comes to growing on social media. You can come and ask me live questions and so much more. All the links will be in the description. There's more places for you to find me if you would like to check out the content. So today we're talking about probably one of the biggest lessons that's hurting your growth. And it's one that I wish I had known right at the start about, to not follow the crowd and to not just stay in that place where nobody's really moving, but everyone's fitting in. See, we often do this because, well, who doesn't want to fit in? Nobody at the start wants to be the outsider, they're already an outsider for being there and only just starting off, so they really don't know everything that's going on and often fall for the tricks that some people who have been on the platform play. So by the end of this video, you're gonna be super knowledgeable. All the knowledge is gonna be in your brain. So definitely keep watching this video because I'm gonna be giving you 5 actionable steps you can take today, and a special one for those who continue to watch on, and how you can push your content forward right now. We need to look at why a big page stands out. And I'm not meaning someone with like 4 million followers, because I get that you could get there eventually. It could happen. It's going to take you a long time, but we need to be realistic with this. By a bigger account, I'm meaning maybe in the tens of thousands or something like that. What is it that makes them different? What sort of things do they post that brings in the attraction to them? Now, there's quite a few things, but there's a few that are not there, and there's a reason why they're not. At the beginning, especially on somewhere like Twitter, you are going to see a lot of people use hashtags all over their tweets. You're going to see people do follow for follow. You're going to see people who post a going live tweet for their streams, and all it is just saying, I am live. And if you're doing this, stop. If you have a business, only tweeting about your business. And yeah, there's a lot of other mistakes that people make at the start, and it's one I feel we all have to learn and we have to develop ourselves. So this is why in this video right here, you're gonna learn it before everyone else. So why is this wrong? Why is this something I shouldn't do? I mean, Andy, I use hashtags all the time and I get a ton of likes. Well, let me tell you one of the issues with Twitter. It's more of a social media platform where people go to sort of talk about their life problems or things that happen in their life. When you utilize other places like Instagram, where hashtags are really, really relevant, Twitter is a completely different show. A lot of people want to get to know you and who you actually are. And when you're using those hashtags, especially if you're a streamer and watching this, when you've got the things like support small streamers and all that sort of stuff, all you're really getting is bot accounts that are looking to increase their impressions as well. Now, when I first started creating content, I'd done this all the time. I used support small streamers network, and got a ton of likes from big accounts who retweet a lot of things like that. And I was buzzing. I had engagement, I had people retweeting my stuff, I had people liking my stuff, people were checking out my channel, and it was doing nothing in the long run. You see, the reason this is because those accounts are just trying to boost their impressions as well. That's all they're doing, and that's all I was trying to do as well. All I was doing was trying to get more engagement on my tweets. And although it worked, it sort of put a bad sense on it for the long run. It didn't allow me to show my authenticity. It didn't allow me to get to know people properly, because the only people who were really liking it was accounts that didn't give a shit about me. If you're enjoying the content and you want to see some more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I would love to get to know you more, and I would love for you to be a part of this family. I mean, hashtags can work. It's not to say they can't, because on the trending pages, if you're using those hashtags, it can be seen by more people. And if you're really looking to improve and boost your engagement as quickly as you possibly can, hashtags that are trending can work heavily, especially if you're able to get in there when it's first starting to grow its spark. But today we're actually talking more about how you can make your Twitter account just better. The reason these big channels stand out is because they're authentic. They are not afraid to share their pain points. They're not afraid to tell you what they did to make their success. They're not afraid to interact with people, talk with others on the platform, and really just try new things. Something a lot of us are very scared to do, and something many will never do, purely based on that nervousness. I'm going to tell you this right now, and if there's one thing you can take away from this video, and there's only one thing you remember, let it be this. Nobody actually cares that much about what you do. Everyone's so focused on their own life that the content you produce is only going to be in their mind for a little while. So if you can make it something that they remember, it's going to stick in their head for longer, in a positive format. Using a lot of hashtags and sending out crappy going live tweets, using a bot, follow for follows, auto DMs, although they can work for some extent, there's a better method. And I'm going to show you that and exactly how you're going to do it. Most want short-term gains nowadays, instant gratification, and not actually have to work to become successful on social media. What you quickly realize is that there is so much to learn and you are only one person. So make the executive decision to do nothing about it and complain when others do well. Sounds about right. We need to move past this mindset and slowly move into a creator others look up to. Now that we've had that amazing B-roll and you've smashed that like button if you're enjoying the content, we're going to get into 5 actionable steps you can take right now to boost your Twitter growth. Number 1 is make your live posts more interesting. When I've done these in the past and really put a lot of effort into my live posts, they've done exceptionally well compared to my other ones. This is because, and you guessed it, I put more effort into it. The fact of the matter is, everyone complains that the algorithm's against them or Twitter doesn't show their content. In reality, if the content is good enough and worth showing, they will show it and it will spread across social media. You just have to put in more effort. I'm someone who does this as well. I used to complain about the algorithm when in reality, it's not really the algorithm's fault, it's just yours. Number 2 is actually reply to your comments. I've seen people not reply to anyone's comments at all, ever. And if they do reply, it's one-word answers. How is anyone going to want to get to know you with one-word answers? Do you want me to tell you that answer? They're not. Number 3 is adding personality to your content. The B-roll that you saw in here was a little bit more of my personality. I am showing off who I am, and in these videos and these YouTube videos, I'm becoming a lot more confident in showing my actual personality because I've got better at it. This is the same as Twitter and any other social media. As you become more comfortable, you're probably going to post more about your flaws and the things that have happened in your life, which in hindsight will be relatable to other people, allowing you to figure out who you want to surround yourself with. Number 4 is use macro content to turn it into micro content. Now, what the hell is macro and micro content? Macro content is something I would say that takes over an hour to make. Something that's a little bit bigger, that's on a more larger scale. So a podcast, YouTube video, stream, Facebook, something. Yeah, I've never used Facebook, so I don't know. But when you take all of those things, you shorten them down into a small clip that's digestible and someone's actually going to get value off of it and post it to the relevant social media with a relevant caption, you're bringing it onto that platform like it exists on that platform and allowing people to see a more broadened version of your business. 5th and final one is stop sending weird DMs and using bot accounts. What the hell is wrong with you? It's Twitter, it's a social media account. Just get to know people normally. Don't be a creep, don't be a weirdo, just be respectful to people. That's all anyone asks. Twitter isn't a dating site. Don't pressure someone into responding to your DMs. People are busy. Just be a decent human being. Come on. So let's then go over what we covered today and what we can now take, the actionable steps we're going to take today to make a change. Stop following the crowds. You don't need to do it. Not everyone who you see when you first start is going to be someone you want to be around, and that's okay. Look at larger accounts and what content they produce. Why do they get the impressions and the engagement they get? What is it they bring to the table that brings value to other people? Figure that out for yourself and start utilizing that. Make your post interesting. Remember, when someone's scrolling down social media, they have to stop on your thing. So make it eye-catching, make it something that they want to read on further, make it something they want to watch. Actually reply to people, get to know people, but don't be a creep. Add your personality to your content. Something quirky, something about what you like to do. Bring your personality into the content, people love that. Take macro content and turn it into micro content. You now know what it is, go utilize it. I'm gonna give a special tip for all of those who watched up to this point, by the way, because you're incredible. Just don't care so much about your likes and your engagement. It's okay. At the start, it's gonna be really hard to build up, but you will build it up over time. Keep being consistent, keep building on what you're gonna do. It's gonna be a hard and long journey, but you got this. And if you ever have any questions, just reply down in the comments or send me a message on social media. I'd love to have a chat with you. By following all of these that I told you today, you're going to be well on your way to getting further ahead than I ever did right at the start. I didn't really have anyone to watch or learn from when it came to Twitter growth for a long time. And although for any social media it's going to take you a long time, it's worth getting the lessons in as early as you possibly can and implementing them whenever you need to. Again, if you'd like to follow me on social media, I am very active on Instagram and Twitter, so if you'd like to drop me a message, if you'd like to get to know the family, be sure to drop me a follow down there. I'm also streaming on Thursdays and Sundays at the moment, giving exclusive content to those who are there, and in the future, I'm going to be giving benefits to those who turn up to watch the stream just for you to help push your business forward. So be sure to not miss those out. I want to give a big thank you to all the patrons who support me on this journey. You're helping me create this content and really want to push forward with everything that I'm doing. So thank you so much. And thank you for watching this video. It really means a lot. Have a fantastic day.